Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Club World Cup journey. We're back, another day, another group. We're looking at Group E today. Now, this group was very interesting. It was very interesting. We will start with the big team, Inter Milano versus Monterrey. And for me, I think this game shows why Inter Milan needs some changes. They need some changes within their team. I think they kind of struggled to break down Monterrey for most of the game. They did have some chances, but they didn't have their shooting boots on. And I think for me, as one of the big European giants, they didn't show up to the levels that they should be. I understand that they've had a lot of heartbreaks. They lost their manager. They lost their the manager that got them to the dance. They lost the Champions League final. They lost the league. They lost everything up until this point. So for them, I don't think they have the that boost from the end of the season to want to be in this type of tournament. But they should have done better against this Mexican team. And it's funny, the goal from Monterrey was a beautiful header from Sergio Ramos, rolling back the years with that header from the corner. And then even Inter Milan's goal wasn't from open play; it was from a free kick situation, a lovely bit of piece of play leading to Lautaro Martinez's goal. Overall, I just think for Inter Milan, I think they need to improve the way they're playing because I think at this moment they may even finish this group in second place. And as a major European team, that's not good enough. I feel like they need to step up the gears. They need to maybe, if they're trying to get far into this tournament, they may need to bring in some reinforcements for the next round because I don't think they get past some of the better European teams. And I feel like they are having the same issues that you've seen against PSG, where the age is coming up to them when it comes to their defense, when it comes to the play. They're not as zippy and quick as some of these younger European teams who have a bit more fresh legs. You know, I feel like they're 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 a team that has come to the end of the line, and they just need a redo, a refresh. Um, a re up on the standards and then the players that they have, and I think overall, I think it was a very poor performance by them. On the contrast, Monterrey defensively was solid. They really kept their shape well. Ramos at the back, leading as he does. As I said, rolling back the years for that header. And overall, I think I think Monterrey gave a good name of themselves, and that's what you're gonna do when it comes to playing some of these top teams. Is as long as you get away with the point, then you can give yourself an opportunity to get out of this group against the Urawa Red Diamonds and River Plate, you have the chance to even maybe win those games in terms of you have maybe similar quality or just below those kind of teams. And yeah, there's not really much else to say. I think it's very disappointing. If I'm an Inter fan, I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. Um, they need to get a new manager. They need to refresh in this squad because not only within this cup, but going forward, I don't think they're gonna be able to compete in Italy, in the long run. And I think this is probably gonna be a downward spiral if they don't add extra elements to their team and add a bit of youth. That's what I think they need. They need a bit of youth. I feel like they've got some quality players, but they just need a bit more legs in there, a bit more legs on their defense, their midfield overall, and I think find better ways to unlock defenses because they struggled against Monterrey, and that's not something that you really have seen from some of these European teams so far. Um, but Inter were the first team where you looked at them and you were like, oh wow, wow, like obviously there's another team that we'll talk about that did struggle like this, but yeah, it's unfortunate. I think they could have done a lot more. As for the other game, River Plate versus Raw White Diamonds, I just think River Plate was too good for the Japanese side. I like some of the bits and pieces from Red Diamonds and the way they played, the passion that they had in the game, but I just think River Plate was too good for them. A lot of flair, a lot of grit, determination, some beautiful goals as well, and I think they will top this group. I really do believe that they're gonna be the team on top. I think they have every chance to get something from the Inter Milan game as well, maybe even beat them, because if they're able to, have that solid base, and the one thing that the game showed me is that they can score goals. They do have a lot of talent. Obviously, they got the boy that's going to Madrid in Franco as well. So yeah, I really do like their team. I think, as I said, I've said this many times. Outside of the European teams, the South American teams have really impressed me in the way they've gone about these games, the kind of level of play that they play at, and for me, they've been the most impressive team of this group. So, for me personally, I feel like with this River Plate team, and the way they're going about things, that they can definitely be the team to move on to the next round. Obviously, if they go first, they'll have a easier round going into the next, and that might actually help them in the long run. Um, yeah, and I like the fact, that they didn't have full control of the game, but when they did get chances, and they took them very well. They took them very well. As I said, their attacking free is really nice. I like the Franco you. I like the other players that they have, the Colodid, the Druzis as well. And for me, they're a team that has a solid defense, great, decent house, decent midfield, and yeah, I feel like they're gonna be a team to look out for, a team that can be very tricky to play against, and a team that if you don't come in with the right mindset can get a win in a one-off game as well. So uh, these South American teams, you gotta have to kind of to play up and play to a better level than you're gonna do against some of these other teams. So yeah, I think this group is coming off very interesting in terms of this may be one of the few groups where a European team may not even make it to the next round. Just if River Plate do win against Inter Milan, that's two losses to the name. Monterrey can definitely get a win against the Red Diamonds, and then the Monterrey Red River Plate game probably ends in a draw. So you could see Monterrey have more points than Inter Milan at coming towards the end, or being better off by goal difference. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens if one of the big European teams goes out, and how the fallout is from not making it past the group stage in a tournament like this. Because I feel like for most European teams, they should at least make it to the next round. For me personally, um, but yeah, we will see. And Inter Milan left a lot to be desired. I'm liking what I'm seeing from River Plate. And yeah, man, Monterrey held their own, and it's good to see Ramos back. I didn't really know where he was at this point, so seeing him scoring a lovely header again, it just, it rolled back the years, especially for those probably Madrid fans who remember him at his peak, at his pomp. Yeah, it was just one of those uh, back to life, back to reality moments of you seeing one of the best defenders in his generation come back and put on a great performance as well. Anyway, that was Group E. Um, I've got another video coming out on the next Group F as well, and I'm really loving the tournament so far and enjoying everything that this tournament has to give so far. So that's been me. I'm out. Peace.